Welcome to a world where eco-friendly doesn't always mean what it seems. Did you know that nearly 91% of plastic isn't recycled? Or that over 70% of consumers believe they are buying sustainable products when, in fact, they might be greenwashed? These shocking facts highlight a growing problem in our quest for a greener planet. Many of us feel good when we buy items labeled as natural or biodegradable. But how often do we stop to think about what those labels really mean? This video dives deep into the truths behind eco-friendly products, revealing how they can sometimes do more harm than good. We'll explore the concept of greenwashing, uncover hidden carbon footprints, and look at the truth behind recycling myths. By the end, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to make smarter choices and understand the impact of your purchases. So, let's get started on this journey to uncover the real story behind eco-friendly products. Chapter 1: The Greenwashing Illusion. Don't fall for it. Greenwashing is everywhere. Brands know we want to feel good about our choices, so they slap terms like natural or organic on their packaging. But just because a product says it's eco-friendly doesn't mean it really is. For example, some companies may label a product as biodegradable without clarifying how long it actually takes to decompose. A plastic bag can be technically biodegradable, but it might take hundreds of years to break down completely. A 2015 study by TerraChoice found that over 95% of products claiming to be green were guilty of at least one form of greenwashing. That's a staggering number. To avoid being fooled, one strategy is to look for certifications from trusted organizations. Labels like Certified B Corporation or Fair Trade are more reliable, as they often require strict standards for environmental impact. It's also helpful to research the company's sustainability practices. Are they transparent about how they source materials? Do they provide details on reducing their carbon footprint? The more open they are, the better. Don't rely solely on claims plastered on the front of the package. Dive into the details. A quote from the book The Honest Company, Living with Integrity by Jessica Alba rings true here. Being honest means more than just telling the truth, it means being transparent. So, when it comes to so-called eco-products, transparency should be your guiding light. Chapter 2: Hidden Carbon Footprints. The true cost of sustainable products. Just because something looks green doesn't mean it's good for the environment. Bamboo, for instance, is often promoted as a sustainable alternative to plastic or wood. While bamboo grows fast and doesn't need much water, turning it into products can be energy intensive. Processing bamboo into fabric involves harsh chemicals, and the transportation of bamboo from Asia to other parts of the world also increases its carbon footprint. Here's a surprising fact. A 2021 study found that a single t-shirt made from bamboo can emit 2-3 times more carbon dioxide during production compared to one made from organic cotton. So, while bamboo is a renewable resource, it's not always as eco-friendly as it seems. The same goes for other popular materials like recycled plastic. Recycling is often a better choice than making new plastic, but it still requires significant energy and resources. A good strategy here is to think about the full life cycle of the product. How much energy is used to create it? How long will it last? And what happens to it when you're done with it? If you want to reduce your carbon footprint, it's smarter to focus on reducing your overall consumption. Reuse what you already have, and when you do need something new, choose items designed to last. Author B. Johnson, in her book Zero Waste Home, advises: refuse what you do not need. Reduce what you do need. Reuse what you consume. This approach helps shrink your carbon footprint much more effectively than simply buying products marketed as green. Chapter 3: The Supply Chain Secret. How far did your product travel? One thing that's often overlooked in the conversation about sustainable living is the journey products take before they reach you. That cute, eco-friendly tote bag made from recycled materials? It might have traveled halfway around the world to get to you. And transportation has a huge environmental cost. According to the Environmental Defense Fund, shipping goods overseas contributes to around 3% of the world's carbon dioxide emissions. That may not sound like much, but it adds up quickly. Shipping just 1 ton of cargo across the ocean can produce more than 150 kilograms of CO2. The farther your product travels, the higher its carbon footprint. The solution? Whenever possible, buy local. When you support local businesses, you're reducing the need for long-distance shipping, which significantly cuts down on carbon emissions. Plus, buying local often means you're getting fresher, higher quality products, and supporting your community in the process. But it's not just about the distance. You should also consider how the product was made. Was it produced under ethical conditions? A 2020 report from the Global Slavery Index revealed that around 40 million people worldwide are trapped in forced labor, many of them working in industries that produce everyday products like clothes and electronics. That's a sobering thought. So, when choosing sustainable products, look for brands that prioritize both environmental impact and human rights. Products certified by organizations like Fair Trade ensure that workers are paid fairly and that the environmental footprint of production is kept to a minimum. If you found these insights helpful, consider subscribing to our channel for more tips on how to live sustainably and make informed choices. Chapter 4: The Recycling Myth. What actually happens to your waste? Most people think recycling is the answer to our waste problems. Tossing that plastic bottle in the blue bin feels like a small win for the environment. But here's the hard truth: only a fraction of what we recycle actually gets recycled. According to a 2018 report from the National Geographic, only 9% of all plastic ever made has been recycled. Yes, you read that right, just 9%. Why so low? The process of recycling plastic is complicated and expensive. Many types of plastic aren't recyclable in most facilities. For example, items made from mixed materials, like a plastic coffee cup with a cardboard sleeve, often get rejected. In fact, 91% of plastic ends up in landfills or, worse, our oceans, where it can take hundreds of years to break down. One strategy to counter this is to prioritize refusing and reducing before recycling. As the saying goes, the best waste is no waste. Instead of buying products that will inevitably end up in the trash, choose items that can be reused. Carrying a reusable water bottle or coffee cup might seem small, but it can drastically reduce the need for single-use plastics. An interesting tip from the book Plastic Free: How I Kicked the Plastic Habit and How You Can Too by Beth Terry is to refuse plastic bags at stores and bring your own cloth bags. Terry suggests thinking of recycling as the last resort, not the go-to solution. Her advice: recycling is not enough. We have to do more. Chapter 5: Green Gadgets. Are eco-tech products really sustainable? Eco-friendly gadgets are gaining popularity, but are they really helping the planet? From solar-powered chargers to energy-efficient light bulbs, many products are marketed as environmentally conscious. But here's something we don't often think about: the production of these gadgets often involves extracting rare minerals like lithium and cobalt, which has serious environmental and social impacts. Mining for these materials leads to deforestation, water contamination, and human rights violations in some regions. In fact, a report by Amnesty International found that cobalt mining in the Democratic Republic of Congo is associated with child labor and dangerous working conditions. So, while your eco-gadget might use less energy, the process of creating it can harm the planet in ways you might not expect. A smarter strategy is to buy fewer gadgets and invest in those that last. Instead of upgrading your smartphone every year, keep it for a few more. A study by The Guardian found that extending the life of your electronic devices by just 1 year can cut their carbon impact by 20–30%. Repairing broken electronics, instead of replacing them, is another great way to reduce e-waste. Think about using the right to repair movement to your advantage. Some companies make it difficult to fix their products, but this movement is pushing for laws that give consumers the tools and information they need to repair their own devices. This is a great way to keep tech out of landfills while also saving money. If you enjoyed learning about the complexities of eco-friendly products, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Join us for more insights, tips, and discussions on how to make sustainable living a reality in your life.